Bro. Saul Canelo Alvarez pictured with Jaron Boots Ennis. Boots Ennis put it up on his X, and he says, sword sharpens sword. Talking about his sparring and being a part of Saul Canelo Alvarez's training camp, and implying him actually preparing for his fight in October.
In a surprising move ahead of one of the year's most anticipated boxing clashes, Canelo Alvarez has brought in rising star Jaron Boots Ennis to sharpen his training camp for the upcoming showdown with Terence Crawford. This partnership has sparked speculation about Canelo's game plan, especially since Ennis's style mirrors some of the elements Crawford brings to the ring. With so much on the line, Alvarez is making it clear that he will leave no stone unturned in preparing to protect his legacy as one of boxing's biggest superstars. Scheduled for September 13th, the fight promises fireworks. Crawford, already a two-division undisputed champion, is moving up to super middleweight to challenge Alvarez, the reigning king at 168 lbs with all four belts. The matchup pits Canelo's size, strength, and experience against Crawford's unmatched technical brilliance and ring IQ. While Canelo's weight and pedigree make him the favorite on paper, whispers suggest Crawford's fresher legs and lighter mileage could tilt the balance, especially against a veteran who has logged more than a decade of brutal wars.
Closest thing to what's going on now with Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez. All right, Sugar Ray Leonard, all-time great fighter, all-time great welterweight like Terence Crawford. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, all-time great middleweight like Saul Canelo Alvarez. Sugar Ray Leonard jumped up from welterweight to middleweight after 5 years of really inactivity. He only fought once against Kevin Howard in between time, all right, and then he fought Hagler and won. Terence Bud Crawford coming from 154 to jump up to 168. He hasn't really been an active fighter. He's been fighting once a year for the past like 4 or 5 years. So Canelo Alvarez, busy fighting. Sugar Ray Leonard, they said, was past his prime, where Terence Bud Crawford, we all know that he's beyond his prime as well, 38 years old, and he's not going to be at his prime weight. So I figured Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler would be a good legacy fight to watch.
The debate over who wins has divided the boxing world. Devin Haney argues that Canelo's sheer size will be the deciding factor. He acknowledges Crawford's immense skill, but insists that Alvarez's physical power at super middleweight will be hard to overcome. Haney admits Crawford has a chance, but he frames the bout as a monumental test for both men, with his instincts leaning toward Canelo emerging victorious.
It's a fight that we all been wanting to see. Bud has the skills. He got the discipline, IQ to win, but Canelo has all that with the size. So I think it's a good fight. I'm happy that Bud got the fight. My dad was the one that told him that he should take the fight. Yeah, Bud, I don't know if y'all haven't seen it. Bud came out and said that my dad was the one that told him to fight Canelo a long time ago.
Really?
So yeah.
Like in a private conversation, he just recommended
he told him,
that.
like, man, the fight for you is Canelo. And
really?
And Bud looked at my dad like, yeah, but
now it's here.
Yeah, no, it's here now. So I think it's a good fight for boxing.
Is your dad picking Bud to win that fight?
Of course, yeah. And I'm picking Bud too. But will it be an easy task? No. But if anybody could do it, I think Bud can.
Not everyone agrees. Tim Bradley has been openly critical of Canelo's recent performances, particularly against less challenging opposition such as Edgar Berlanga and William Skull. Bradley believes Crawford's superior skill set makes him the far more dangerous fighter, arguing that Canelo has shown decline while Crawford continues to dismantle opponents with surgical precision. For Bradley, this fight isn't just competitive. It's a mismatch that favors Crawford.
Biggest fight? This is Crawford's biggest fight. This is Crawford's biggest fight. Canelo has been here time in, time out. Remember, Canelo was 23 years old when he faced the best fighter on planet Earth at the time, Floyd Mayweather. Shit, 23 at 23? Oh my gosh, bruh. He been here before, man. This stuff don't faze him. You know, he got the shirt that says easy money. Easy money. Woo! Canelo talking big. Oh, he talking big stuff. Yeah, he said easy work. Easy work for Crawford. That's what he said. Because what Canelo is thinking, like, as soon as you feel my power, here you go. You're going to be the same, just like everybody else saying what they going to do. You're going to run around that ring. You're going to get the hell out the way. And I would advise Crawford to get the hell out of the way.
David Benavidez, however, sees it differently. Despite his own heated rivalry with Canelo, Benavidez believes Alvarez's natural size and power at 168 lbs will prove too much for Crawford. He acknowledges Crawford's brilliance but doubts the smaller challenger can withstand Canelo's relentless pressure. For Benavidez, it's a straightforward win for Alvarez, though he admits Crawford's skills will ensure moments of intrigue.
Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I think Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
Sergio Mora takes a more balanced stance. He respects Crawford's growth in both size and ability, but predicts the bout will be closer than many anticipate. Mora leans toward Canelo by decision, though he warns that Alvarez's age and the toll of years of tough fights could narrow the margin. In Mora's view, Canelo may still win, but he'll leave the ring looking far more battered than the scorecards suggest.
Man, this is just a money grab. I mean, Crawford started at 135. How is he going to be at a guy that's fought as high as 175? And then you saw Canelo's fight against William School, his last fight. It wasn't a good fight, man. You've seen that he doesn't have that fastball anymore. He doesn't have he's never had fast feet, but at least he's not cutting off the ring like he used to. Yeah. And the explosiveness in his combinations and in half speed, it wasn't there either because there was nothing to hit. So can you imagine a Bud Crawford who's nowhere near a William School? School just ran. He didn't try to win that fight. Bud's going to try to win the fight. Mm-hmm. He's going to have the footwork. He's going to have the hand speed. He's going to have, maybe not the power of Canelo, but he's going to have respectable pop in that punch coming from both stances, mind you, the left-handed and the right-handed stance. And I just think ultimately Crawford just is a mean mofo. This dude mean. Yeah. I mean, I met Bud a couple of times. He pulls me aside and he gives me that look. He's a mean, intimidating dude, man. Yeah. And then I've been seeing how he's been growing into the frame. He's gotten big. He's gotten muscular, and he's looking more like a middleweight, super middleweight. The closer the fight gets, the more I'm looking at Crawford like, this dude might do something, man. Because all along I haven't changed my tune. I say Canelo's gonna win this fight, but he's not gonna come out of it unscathed. I can see him being bruised up, battered, maybe a little bit of blood, but his size is gonna come in the end. Now I'm starting to change my tune. I can maybe see the day that we've seen Canelo finally get old. No excuses, just Crawford pot-shotting him, having the night of his life, and we just watch something great. I can visualize it, man. So the closer this fight gets, the more that I'm looking at it like a 50.
Oscar De La Hoya, who knows Canelo as well as anyone, also acknowledges Crawford as a serious threat. His backing of Crawford only strengthens the argument that Alvarez may be in for a difficult night. Despite their complicated history, De La Hoya doesn't hesitate to recognize Crawford's rare talents, even going so far as to admit that the Omaha native could very well leave with the belts.
Terence has a shot in beating Canelo Alvarez.
That's the $1 million question. When I watched Terence Crawford get rattled and rocked by Yorkis Gamboa, who's a natural 30-pounder, that to me is going to be a huge problem when he gets hit by Canelo. So he fights at 175. He's fighting these big monsters. Right. Yeah. He's not getting rattled at all. Right. No. Berlanga's a big kid. Right. Yeah. So it makes me think, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's gonna come at him hard. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather. So there's
Don't
a
you
lot
think
of
Canelo's a better fighter than he was then? Today?
a better fight. Yeah, a little better. Yeah, his footwork is still the same. He's flat-footed. He's very heavy on his feet.
Obviously, Canelo has the power to hurt anyone.
In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure.
Right.
And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know, and he doesn't run. And he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm gonna fight you.